And welcome back, everybody, once again here to Behind the Arc Basketball. Appreciate you guys for stopping by, being a part here once again, as we got a big matchup going on here to wrap up the regular season for conference play going down. Battle of Michigan. Michigan versus Michigan State. Huge matchup going down here as the Spartans currently sit right now on the bubble for this game of the last four in. Should be a huge matchup going down between these two teams. Welcome here once again, guys, for being a part on this stream. Once again, I already covered one incredible game earlier on from today. It was Wisconsin versus Iowa, and Iowa got the W in the first one from earlier today here. So we'll keep you guys posted throughout scores, what's going on throughout college hoops and stuff going on. Baylor looking good, leading Texas Tech. That score there is 19-11. Baylor halfway through the first half approximately. And then Loyola Chicago won against Drake 75-65, the final. What's good? Goody here. Nag, welcome to the stream going out from Michigan. Diamond McCrab, welcome back in here once again for this one. John Cena, welcome back on the channel here, man. As we'll be covering this game play-by-play, and then after this, later tonight, covering the All-Star game as well. So, yeah, we'll keep you guys updated with the Baylor game. Brad Keselowski in the NASCAR race, looking good for him so far, taking second away from Joe Logano. So, Joe Logano inside the top five, along with Chase Elliott, Kyle Larson, Ryan Blaney as well. It looks like as that race is at Phoenix here. Looks like there's like 15 laps to go in the first stage. Should be a fun day though between these two teams here. First matchup happened a couple of days ago. Michigan able to get the W rather easily, 69-50. But you know what happens here in the back-to-backs? It's crazy this season. So many games like these in the back-to-backs have ended up being split series games. And once again, they're going back at it 3 days later. Right here, as Michigan State sits 8-11 in the conference, really needs this one in order to make it into the bracket. Michigan at the top of the Big Ten standings, 14-2, as they are the regular season champion for the Big Ten Conference. If you guys are new here, spike the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell as well. What's good there, Joey? Welcome to the stream here, man. Hopefully a great game on its way for today. Already covered one of those games with Wisconsin and Iowa. 77-73, Iowa won in the first one earlier today. Also, Houston won at the buzzer, 67-64 over Memphis on a half-court buzzer beater by Tremont Mark. Baylor still up by 6 over Texas Tech, 22-16. AB, welcome to the stream here. I am not daddy, but interesting. What's good, Vegas? Welcome to the stream here, man. Hit me up in the chat who you guys got for this one. Yeah, that's awesome. Matt DiBenedetto in the top 10. That's great. Hopefully able to have a bounce back race right there. Yeah, Iowa won today. They won by 4 over Wisconsin. Wisconsin came on back. They actually took the lead, and then Iowa able to get the victory. What's good? West Virginia Proud, welcome to the stream here. He's taking Michigan 84-67 for his prediction. What's good? Jose, welcome back in the stream here. Gonna eat a hamburger with beans. I got that right there. Ethan going for Michigan State today. He's upset, got an upset in the trap game. Oh, sorry to hear that. And the TCU Dynasty lost against UNLV. Yeah, my prediction today, I'm going to go for Sparty for this game today here for my prediction. These games have been quite odd this season. The first game where one team just hammers the other team by a bunch of points. And then the second game, it's the team that lost that most of the time this year comes back and wins the second matchup as part of the back-to-backs. And Michigan State playing desperate. They really need this one to make it into the tournament. They already have in their resume wins. The past last week they beat in a row. It was Ohio State and Illinois that they won in a row. $190 to $187. That's quite the score there. So we're going to tip off in just a couple moments here. Vegas liking Michigan by 4, 78-74. Jerry looking Julius Randle to go off into the NBA All-Star game later tonight. Looking for him in his All-Star game debut to have a big one. Yeah, I read your comment. You're having a hamburger and beans there, Jose. That's awesome. Hammer Saints taking Michigan by 7, 84-77. What's good, MSU Detroit fan? Welcome back on the stream here, going out for Michigan State for this matchup for today. Alright, we're just going to tip off in just a moment. If you guys are new in the stream here, make sure to spike the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. I cover basketball action here, college basketball, NBA games as well. This is my second stream out of 3 today. Mike Smith, Eli Brooks, Franz Wagner, Isaiah Livers, Hunter Dickinson, the starting 5 of Michigan, going up against A.J. Hoggard, Joshua Langford, Aaron Henry, Malik Hall, and Julius Marble for this game for the Michigan State Spartans. Hopefully it should be a great matchup here, much better than the last one back on Thursday night where Michigan got the W, won by 19, 69-50. Ethan puts out, I think that Clark Kellogg said in the pregame of this, Loyola Chicago is better when they made the Final Four. What a run back in 2018 for Loyola Chicago. Yeah, that team is going to be a tough out once again. Cameron Krutwick, I believe he was part of that tournament team, and he's the center for Loyola Chicago, and he was tough to stop today. What's good, Ant? Welcome back in the stream here as we get ready to tip this game off in just a moment. Final day for regular season college basketball action before they go into conference tournaments. We're going to get ready to tip this one off in just a moment. Michigan State at home. They're going to go left to right on the court. White uniforms, green numbers, green letters, and yellow jerseys, dark blue numbers and letters for Michigan in this matchup here. It's going to be Hunter Dickinson going up for the tip along with Julius Marble in just a moment as this game will tip off at Michigan State. What's good, Greg? Welcome to the stream here. Yes, I got you right there. So, Aaron, from the last stream, appreciate it here for stopping by once again as this game gets tipped off and Michigan controls the tip first. The Wolverines have it with Mike Smith. Passes back out top of the key. Livers hands it off to Smith to the right wing perimeter as he is guarded by Hoggard at the right wing. Dickinson sets the pick. Smith now dribbles, turns the corner, kicks it back out to the left corner. Over to the left wing, Wagner moves out to the right wing perimeter here to Livers. Livers dribbles free throw circle, drives inside, puts it up, and that one no good off the mark. Gets his own rebound back. Livers passes out to Smith, top of the key three, missed it off the mark, tipped up in the air, fighting for the rebound, and the Spartans grab it at the corner. Michigan State first possession now, as they will dribble, take it a distance, no good. Hit the right part of the rim right there, alongside the backboard. Rebound goes right back over to Michigan. Wolverines second possession now. They will fling it out to the right corner. Smith, guarded by Hoggard, moves it inside, right baseline over to Dickinson. Dickinson backs his way, spin move on Marble off the side of the backboard, got his rebound right back though. Dickinson backs his way, turnaround jumper, and that one he gets it. The first two points on the board go to Michigan in this one by Hunter Dickinson. Yup, St. Mary's versus Gonzaga tomorrow. I'll be covering one game tomorrow. That will be the game for tomorrow. St. Mary's versus Gonzaga WCC semifinals. BYU taking on Pepperdine, but that game is late. That's like 11 o'clock Eastern. Second possession now, Michigan State. 18:40 left to go. Jumper, left baseline. It's up and gets it for Michigan State by Josh Langford. Tied up at 2 apiece. Third possession now for Michigan. They have it at the left wing perimeter. Top of the key, Wagner dribbles inside with a right hand, and he cannot finish. Too strong off the glass. Rebound goes right back over to the Spartans. What's good? Bradley, welcome to the stream here. He's taking Michigan State 74-67. Michigan State spin move. Back in their way, missed the shot. Tipped up, gets their own rebound. Malik Hall puts it up, and his shot gets blocked from behind. It's going to go out of bounds. Clock will stop with 18:13 left to go here in the first half. If you guys are new in the stream here, spike the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. I cover basketball action, college basketball games, NBA games as well, and Behind Your Basketball. After this one, later tonight, 8 o'clock Eastern, I'll be covering the All-Star game for the NBA, along with the Slam Dunk Contest at halftime. Inbound will come up for Michigan State. This game's tied up at 2. And before the inbound, the clock will stop here. So 18:13 left to go as the clock will stop in the first. What's good, Les? Welcome to the stream here. Appreciate it, man, for dropping them by. Hey, thanks so much, man. Yeah, really appreciate it, Les. Glad to have you in the stream here. So we're tied up at 2. Going to go to the first timeout today. 18:12 left to go in the first half. Yeah, Diamond McCrab waiting in the shadows for a BYU stream to appear. You're not the only one. Oh, we know somebody who is waiting a long time for a BYU stream to appear. Well, guess what? All BYU has to do, beat Pepperdine tomorrow, and I'll get to stream them on Tuesday. So next couple days, it's going to be some odd streams in there for you guys. One of my teams, local teams, the closest college to one of the closest colleges to me is actually in their championship game for their conference, the first time ever. The Bryant Bulldogs are playing Mount St. Mary's on Tuesday night, so I might actually stream that game, because that game's going on where there's not really much going on. That's a Tuesday night on ESPN2, but we're going to get back to action in just a moment here. Tomorrow's going to be Gonzaga versus... Yeah, so tomorrow's going to be Gonzaga versus St. Mary's in the WCC semis. 18 minutes left to go, inbounds. Underneath this, they have it at the right wing perimeter. Pass underneath here for Michigan State. They'll power their way inside, puts it up too high off the backboard, and Hunter Dickinson comes up with a rebound. Elon, wow, Elon stunning James Madison 72-71 today. Man, upset city. James Madison, though, what a season for them. James Madison went all the way from, I think they were like 9-23 last year, all the way to number 1 for the seed. 17:30 left to go. Michigan has it once again. This game been slow offensively to start out. At the left wing, Smith turns the corner, drives inside, puts it up too strong off the backboard. Michigan State comes up with a rebound. The Spartans have it now. At the right wing, gives it out to the top of the key. They'll jack up a 3 straight away, and splash, they drill it. That one is good straight away there for Sparty as they take the lead 5-2. 17 minutes, we approach the mark remaining. Michigan has it at the top of the key. Moves it out left corner perimeter. Mike Smith back over to Wagner. Wagner at the left wing. Michigan starting out cold 1 for 7 from the floor. As they move it over to Dickinson. Deep 2 jumpers. His shot rattled out, no good. And rebound goes right back over to Michigan State. Spartans have it with under 17 minutes left to go. Langford passes back on top. Hogard moves it over to the left wing. They'll take a left baseline jumper. That one missed off the mark. No good by Aaron Henry. Rebound back to Michigan. Michigan has it once again. 16.5 left to go. Top of the key. Michigan now with the basketball. Mike Smith passes back over to Wagner. Wagner moves it outside. Livers over to the left wing perimeter. Mike Smith has it. 16:15 left to go. Smith now turns the corner. Free throw circle. Kicks it back outside. That's a 3 by Brooks, and he drills it from Michigan. So Eli Brooks on the board there with a 3, and this game's tied up at 5. 16 minutes left to go. Yeah, I think Northeastern is going to be the team that wins the Colonial for my prediction there. There's a lot of good games. I actually don't even know when UMass Lowell is playing next. I think it's on the final day. I think the Selection Sunday. That's like a Saturday, like 11 o'clock in the morning maybe. As we're going to go to a timeout taken here on the court. 16 minutes left to go. As it's all tied up at 5. Will I stream the Southern Championship? I did last year, actually. Yeah, if you guys are interested in me doing the Southern Championship, because I think that's tomorrow. I totally forgot about that. I don't even know who's playing in that. There's so many tournaments I've lost track of that. So wow, tournament. So the semifinals were today. Interesting. Okay, so man, I just want to see the Southern Championship bracket. Southern Tournament bracket. They have a man. Here we go. That shouldn't have been so difficult to get up. Oh, so their games haven't even started. UNC Greensboro against East Tennessee and Mercer against VMI. So those games haven't even started. They're later today. So that's what happened. My prediction was Furman. Furman lost in overtime to VMI. What's good, NC State fan? Welcome back in here, man. Yeah, 1 week from Selection Sunday for sure. Welcome in, I don't know anymore. Back into the chat. Chris, welcome back in here. Yeah, they took Ohio State. They played 35 quality minutes against Ohio State. Let's see, America East. That game is on... Oh, that's on Saturday at 11 a.m. Yeah, I'm probably going to be out next Saturday, most likely. So it's going to be later games next Saturday. Probably. So 5-5 currently the score here as we're on a timeout. Yeah, it's crazy. Furman and Wofford already gone from that tournament. So yeah, it's most likely UNC Greensboro, but honestly anything could happen. That happens in that tournament. Baylor up by 3 over Texas Tech, 28-25. Elon shocked James Madison in the Colonial quarters today, 72-71. That's an 8 seed over a 1. That's basically it going on for basketball action right now at the moment. If you guys are new here, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. I cover basketball action, play-by-play. College basketball games, also NBA games as well on Behind Your Basketball. Hit me up in the chat, by the way, who are you rooting for in this one? Yeah, they've been doing it frequently, MSU Detroit fan. This game is 5-5, and they already took a break from the action. All right, so we are back into it. Michigan now with the basketball. Probably gonna say just the first game that they played. They might win that one though, and get to play in the second game. But I think Michigan State's chances go into the big dance. If they win this, they got a great chance to do so. If they win this game. If they lose this game, I feel like it's going to be a lot tougher for them. They're going to have to make a deep run into the Big Ten tournament. Potentially, they're going to have to win it all in order to get there. But winning this game helps out a ton. It boosts up their chances a long way. Eli Brooks is down from Michigan. Michigan floated up the shot and gutted the fall for 2 right before that. So Eli Brooks is down currently. Oh man, yeah, it looks like a pretty bad injury. Yeah, he can't even put weight on his left foot. That's not good there. So Eli Brooks has to get carried off the court. Can't even put weight on his left foot. Jeez, we've seen a couple really bad injuries from today. It's unfortunate. Joe Wieskamp went down with a pretty severe injury, looked like, for Iowa. Yesterday, Justin Moore for Villanova went down against Providence. And just Colin Gillespie tore his MCL. He's out for the season for Villanova. So it's been a lot of bad injuries lately. And that's a crusher there for Michigan. Eli Brooks, as far as the depth for this team, Eli Brooks just went down and could not put any weight on his left foot. 15-25 left to go. We're back into it. Michigan State turned it over. Bad pass around the perimeter there as it gets picked off by Michigan. The Wolverines now with the basketball. Mike Smith moves over to Wagner. Wagner passes over top of the key Livers. Livers moves it back over to Mike Smith. 15-10 left to go. Smith now turns the corner, dribbles, makes his move inside, kicks it back out to the right wing. 3 in the air. Shondi Brown missed it off the mark, tipped up and tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Michigan, so the Spartans will have it back. Yeah, prayers indeed for Eli Brooks here. No matter who you are a fan of, sending prayers out to Eli Brooks. That's tough for Michigan. Tough loss. Shondi Brown's going to receive an uptick in minutes now. 15 minutes left to go. Michigan State has a slow offensive game from today. They'll set the pick. Michigan State now dribbles, drives inside, floats one up at the right baseline, and Rocket Watts missed it. No good off the mark. Rebound goes right back over to Michigan. Wolverines have the ball. At the right wing perimeter. Livers. Passes. Pass gets intercepted. The Spartans come up with a steal. They're going to move it off the cut to the lane. Henry floats it up, and he will get fouled, as the clock will stop with 14 and a half left to go. So Aaron Henry going to go to the free throw line coming up for Michigan State, shooting 2. What's good? Salvador Chavez, welcome on the stream, man. Yes, I'll be doing the NBA All-Star game later tonight, 8 o'clock Eastern time. First free throw, no good. Henry going to have a second one here, and Aaron Henry's second shot, that one's good. So 1-point game. 7-6 to score, 14 and a half left to go. Mike Smith going to hand it over to Wagner. Wagner dribbles towards his left. Wagner now at the free throw circle, takes it inside, flings it over to in the post there. Austin Davis missed it off the backboard, and rebound back to Michigan State. The Spartans have it up the court. Top of the key, that is Hauser. Takes it off the dribble drive. Inside, good for 2 by Joey Hauser with a left-handed layup finish. Spartans on top by 1 with 14 minutes left to go first half. If you guys are new here, spike the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. I cover play-by-play basketball games, college basketball games, also NBA games as well on Behind the Arc Basketball. 13:50 remaining. Michigan has it. They move it over to Shondi Brown. 3 from the right wing, missed it off the mark. And rebound back to the Spartans as they have it. Ball poked loose on the ground, and it's going to go Michigan State basketball. Michigan trying to battle there, but it's Austin Davis who tapped it out of bounds. Hey, thanks so much for the update there, Vegas. That's awesome, man. James Booknight making first team all Big East. That's the first time I've heard it since I've been covering that today. Covering games today. That's great. That's great, man. Well deserved. Even though he was injured for like a month with James Booknight, though, UConn was never a bubble team. They're like a 4 or 5 seed. They should be top 25 for UConn. Floater inside. Good for 2 for Michigan State. Spartans by 3. 13-10 left to go. My prediction, by the way, I've got Michigan State pulling off the upset here. They're an 8-point underdog, I believe. Michigan missed a 3-point shot. I'm taking Sparty 71-69. Michigan State has it at the left wing. Moves it back on top to Marble. Julius Marble now dribbles straight away. Bounce pass to nobody, goes out of bounds, but there was a piece of the basketball that Michigan got from behind, so it's going to be Michigan State ball as they'll retain it. I'm going for Team LeBron there later today. 12:55 left to go. Michigan State gets the inbounds. Spartans with Rocket Watts, feeds it out to Hauser. Hauser right baseline, passes over to Rocket Watts. Swings it over to Joshua Langford. Langford at the left wing, passes on top over to Watts. 12:40 left to go. Watts will set it up, guarded by Smith. Now Watts dribbles. Drives inside, puts up the jumper to left baseline, and he gets the fall. That is good for 2 by Rocket Watts. He is the breakout star I predicted for this season. He's had a lot of rough games, though, for Rocket Watts. Still a lot of potential, though. Non-conference games averaging 12.8 points per game. He was great back in December, but conference games, he has really been struggling in Big Ten play this season. Michigan has it around the perimeter. We get a foul call picked up by Michigan State and a reach-in. The clock will stop with under 12 and a half left to go. Inbound here for Michigan. Mike Smith has it as he dribbles now and floats up a mid-range shot. That is good for 2 by Mike Smith. Hit me up in the chat, by the way, who you've got in this one if you're taking Sparty, or if you're taking Michigan, hit me up in the chat. It's a 3-point game. Michigan State has it. Jumper deep 2. Rocket Watts. No good, but he got fouled. As we're going to go to a timeout as well. 12 minutes, under 12 minutes left to go. And looks like a timeout on the floor. Nuts and Tara, welcome to the stream here for a first timer. Todd, welcome to the stream, taking Michigan here. What's good, Jackson? Welcome back once again. Yeah, some nice defense in the All-Star game. That is not existent. Behind your basketball community are the biggest James Bouknight fans. I'd say that's a fact for quite a bit of people I know. For on here on this community, James Bouknight fans. I love his game as well. He's got such a smooth game. The foul was picked up by Hunter Dickinson. It should be a shooting foul. It's going to send Rocket Watts. I believe he should be shooting too, coming up at the line after the timeout. Couple of scores we got going on. Actually, just like one game, basically, for college hoops. Baylor leading Texas Tech 34-32. And that's basically it as far as games going on right now at the moment. A lot of games were earlier finished today. Southern Conference tournament game going down, tipping off in 5 minutes from now. East Tennessee State taking on North UNC Greensboro. What's good, Manuel? Welcome to the stream. Appreciate it, bud, for dropping by here. Taking Michigan in this one. Nusa and Tara going out for Michigan as well. Yeah, I think it's me, Vegas, and a couple other people as well in these streams that are James Bouknight fans. Young Keeks looking for Michigan State to get the W. He predicts 78-63. Right now we're on a timeout, second timeout of the game. If you guys are new here, really enjoy the content. We got as well here an ESPN Bracket Challenge group behind our basketball. Feel free to join it. It's open to the public for you guys. Just make sure when you do join it, put down your channel name so I can identify you when you're back on future live streams. Do I think Drake's going to get in? That's going to be tough. They're borderline right now. So I'm going to say it all depends on who the bid stealers will be for the rest of the conference tournaments. That's the thing. So it all depends on bid stealers. Drake should be able to get in, though. They've got 25 wins. Winning 25 games and losing 4, that's tough to do. But the thing is that they haven't really played quality opponents. That's the thing. They're 1-2 against Loyola Chicago. I thought if they put the game to single digits, they should be in for Drake. And now it's tough because they lost by 10. So they lost by 10. So does a random team replace the Ivy League? It's an open at-large bid. So it's just another open at-large bid. So all the automatic qualifiers go through for the conferences is just another open at-large bid that they have. What's good, Bills Mafia? Welcome back in the stream here. We're going to get back to action. The Rocket Watts will shoot 2 shots at the line for Michigan State. And first free throw, and he drills it. Second free throw coming up in just a moment by Rocket Watts from Michigan State. And now no good off the back iron. Tipped up, and they get the offensive rebound. Michigan State keeps the possession alive with Matty Sissoko. They move it back to the right wing over to Gabe Brown. Brown has it as he is guarded by Livers. Moves back over top of the key. Joshua Langford now with the basketball. 6 in the shot clock. Langford dribbles. Deep 2 jumper over Shondi Brown, and that will be a foul here. It's picked up by Michigan State. It's on Joshua Langford. Langford pushed off, so he gets called for the offensive foul. 11:41 left to go as the clock will stop. If you guys are new, first timer on the stream, spike that thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Welcome in here, everybody, for being a part on the stream. Shot fake Michigan. Franz Wagner puts it into the post over to Dickinson. Spin move, turnaround, off the mark, no good. Rebound Michigan State. Michigan State playing the post Great defense so far by them stopping Dickinson down low. Hunter Dickinson 1 for 4 to start out. Pro hop. Gabe Brown floats one up, missed it, gets his own rebound back. A block from behind, goes back to Michigan here. The Wolverines now with the basketball. 11:05 left to go. At the right elbow, Smith dribbles, floats it over to Dickinson, rolls down as he is guarded, and that will be a foul underneath by Sissoko. The clock will stop with 11:02. I just do men's college hoops, so no women's college hoops. I do. Welcome to the stream here, Louie. Appreciate it, bud, for stopping on by here. Ethan wants San Diego State to lose in the Mountain West tournament, so Colorado State, Utah State, or Boise State can be in the tournament. Yeah, because San Diego State's basically a gimme for the teams that they beat back in non-conference play. I remember opening night they won against UCLA. Joshua Langford picked up his second personal foul. He's on the bench with 2 points. Hunter Dickinson at the line shooting 2. First one, he just missed, no good. Second free throw by Dickinson drills that, and it's a 3-point game. Who would have qualified for the Ivy League? I'd say probably Yale or maybe Harvard. So one of those two right there. Either Yale or Harvard. 10:50 left to go. Michigan State now with the ball. Spartans move it out to the right wing. Hogard passes over to the top of the key here into the hands of Henry. Henry now dribbles, dish out left corner. Ball deflected out of bounds though by Michigan. So Spartans will have it back. Yeah, I think everybody's saying the same thing right there, Harvard or Yale. Those two teams been at the top of their conference constantly in the Ivy. 10:40 left to go, inbounds for Michigan State as they have it. At the left elbow, shot fake, jumper in the air, good for 2 by Aaron Henry for the Spartans as they lead by 5. Breaking news, looks like Bradley put it out here. According to Woj, Blake Griffin expected to sign with the Nets right there, per Woj and also per Shams. Okay, I got you right there. So Shams Charania as well from the Athletic putting that out as well. Shot no good in the post by Michigan. Rebound Michigan State. Spartans looking good with their interior defense. They pass it back outside. Right baseline dribble now as this is Gabe Brown. Gives it over to Marble. Moves it back to the top of the key to Aaron Henry. Henry, spin move, passes back over. Left wing shot fake. Hogard back out to the top of the key. They'll take a 3 and they missed it. That's not their game right there, is shooting threes. Michigan State's defense keeping them in the game right now. 9:45 left to go. Michigan having a lot of problems inside the interior. Really good interior team this season, and they turned it over. Pass deflected as the Spartans get the basketball right back. Michigan State has them with 9.5 left to go. Hogard slows it down. They want to slow down this game for Michigan State. Wide open to Henry, but they're going to get called for the screen. A legal screen right there by Michigan State for the offensive foul. And the Wolverines will get the basketball back with 9:30 left to go. We got 50 plus people on the stream here. If you guys are new on the channel first time, or make sure to spike the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. I cover basketball action here, play-by-play, NBA games as well, along with college basketball games. 1 week away from Selection Sunday. Welcome onto the stream, everybody. And hit me up if you haven't already done so. Hit me up in the chat here. Type in who you've got in this game, Michigan State or Michigan. Michigan misfires on the 3. Rebound goes back to the Michigan State Spartans. They feed it over inside of Marble, and Marble pushes off in the post right there with the elbow. That's going to be a Michigan State turnover, and Michigan will have the basketball back with 9:10 left to go. Timeout taken on the floor. This game is rough. Quite a bit of turnovers so far. All defensive type of game. Both of these teams with a big scoring drought as of late. What's good, Ian? Welcome back in the stream, man. $9:10 left to go. We'll actually stay right here as Michigan has it back. It's the Wolverines who pass off the cutter. Watch out, Franz Wagner. Big jam at the right baseline. He sends it down for 2. Spartans have it. 9 minutes left to go. Michigan State lost control of the basketball, but tipped out of bounds. Last touched at the baseline out by Wagner for Michigan. So Michigan State will get the ball back here with under 9 minutes left to go first half. Michigan State gets the inbound, top of the key to Hogard. Hogard moves it over right wing to Rocket Watts. Watts now dribbles at the right baseline. Deep 2 jumper. Missed it. Tipped up in the air. And it'll go right back around the perimeter. So Michigan State has the basketball. From Indonesia. Welcome to the stream here. News Intara from Indonesia on the stream. 8.5 left to go. Jumper misfires there by Michigan State. Rebound Michigan. Shawnee Brown dribbles towards his right. Hands it off to Mike Smith at the top of the key. Smith will slow it down now. 8:15 left to go. It's been a defensive type of game. Not a whole lot of offense going on in this one so far. A lot of misfires on shots. Michigan at the left wing. Smith passes it over. Now at the free throw circle, and they double dribble with it. Michigan turns it over. The turnovers were a big problem in their first loss of the season against Minnesota. And then once again against Illinois, they just could not get into an offensive rhythm whatsoever earlier this week. And today, this has been the case once again. Michigan, 1 for 6 shooting, 5 for 19, 26% from the floor. Michigan State, not a great offensive team. It's through their defense that they're going to have to win the game. The Spartans have it at the free throw circle. They back their way inside. Moves it back out to the right wing. Hogarth dishes out to the right corner. Back over to Hogarth now as he will take it. Drives into the lane. Puts one up. No good. Off the side of the rim. Missed the layup. Rebound goes right back over to Michigan here. Coming up with the boards is Austin Davis. The Wolverines have it. 7:30 left to go. Mike Smith has the ball in his hands. Red J, welcome to the stream here. At the top of the key, it's Austin Davis. Looking to pass to the cutter. Instead, he's going to dribble towards his left. Feeds it over to Smith. Smith gets some separation. Step back 2. Drills it at the left baseline by Mike Smith in a 1-point game. 7:10 left to go before halftime. Michigan State now with the basketball. At the right wing perimeter, it's Aaron Henry. Henry's going to have to be the one to take over for Sparty if they want to win this one. Ball poked out of bounds. Last touched out of bounds with 7:02 left to go as the clock will stop here, and we're going to go on another timeout. Good game so far. Not a whole lot of offense, though. This game been led by the defenses. 15-14 heading to another timeout. Riley, welcome to the stream here. We've got over 50 people watching now. I cover college basketball games, also NBA games as well. We'll be covering the NBA All-Star Game tonight. So if you guys are a first-timer here, new on my channel, make sure to spike the thumbs up. Hit that like. It helps out this video a ton being found on YouTube. Hit the subscribe as well if you're really digging this channel. Ring that notification bell so you can be notified when I do go live for future live streams. Later tonight, I'll be covering play-by-play NBA All-Star Game Slam Dunk Contest at halftime. Tomorrow, interesting schedule we got for the early part of the week here for conference tournaments. WCC tournament final tomorrow. It's going to be St. Mary's versus Gonzaga at 9 o'clock Eastern time. Also, if anybody's interested, feel free to join the Behind the Arc Basketball Bracket Challenge group over on ESPN. We put out a bracket challenge group right there. All you have to do is create your own ESPN profile if you haven't already done so, and just join the bracket challenge group to be a part of the Behind the Arc Basketball Bracket Challenge group over on the ESPN Tournament Challenge. I just posted that link in the chat if anybody's interested to do so. Yeah, I heard about that. That's crazy. Jackson put it out here. The 8 seed Elon upsetting James Madison, the 1 seed in the Colonial quarterfinals today. Well, what a season, though, for James Madison. You got to give it up for them. Last season, 9-23. This season, they're the number 1 seed in their conference tournament. Even though they lost today, got to give it up for one great season there for a huge turnaround. One of the most improved teams in all college basketball from last year to this year. Yeah, I heard about that. Blake Griffin going to the Nets. Breaking news like 10 minutes ago. It happened. Baylor, Texas Tech. That game's at halftime. Baylor leads at 34-32. Southern Conference semifinal. East Tennessee State leading UNC Greensboro 9-7. UNC Greensboro, by the way, the 1 seed. Defensive type of game today. Michigan 6 for 20, 26% from the floor. Michigan State 6 for 19, 33% shooting from the floor. I agree, Bradley. I think if they land in the type of bracket that UConn is around or so, like a team like that can bust a bracket, I would take the Huskies there if they do land in the second round. I think UConn's going to be underseeded as an 8. Michigan will get a 1 seed most likely. And I think the defense, the interior defense, can put together stops if that matchup does happen. It all depends on what the matchups are going to be, who that 8 seed will be facing Michigan in the second round. We are back into it. 7 minutes left to go. Michigan State now is the basketball top of the key. The Spartans dribble towards their right. Rocket Watts has it. Bounce pass over to the right elbow. Shot fake, they back their way. Turnaround jumper. Henry missed it, hit the front rim. Rebound goes right back over to Michigan by Shawnee Brown. The Wolverines now have the ball. At the right wing here with Isaiah Livers. Jose, what's good here? Glad to have you back in the stream, bud. 6:35 left to go now. Michigan, they're trailing by 1 in this one. The Wolverines have it. Livers takes it inside into the post. Livers jumper, and that one is good for 2. So Michigan takes back the lead. Michigan State. This game is, they're fighting for their lives to be a part of the bracket. Michigan State most likely going to find themselves in the play-in round for the 12 versus 12 against like a Colorado State or so. Yeah, I'm not going to stream me doing my bracket. I'm going to upload a video of it because it's going to take time putting together content because I'm going to have to figure out matchups and stuff like that. So I'm not going to stream like myself putting together a bracket. I'm just going to upload a straight video from it. Yeah, UConn gets better when they rejoin the Big East. Dan Hurley, coach of the year there for the Big East. And he has tournament experience with Rhode Island 2 years ago. So that's a team to watch out for, especially when he has already been a coach. He took URI all the way to that team with URI. He took all the way to the round of 32 back in 2017. They lost against Dylan Brooks in Oregon. 16-15 the score. We got 6:04 left to go. Michigan State just got fouled. They're going to go right back to the free throw line coming up. What's good, Bon Eric fan? Welcome back in the stream here, man. Rocket Watts, first one at the line, ties it up at 16. Second free throw coming up by Rocket Watts, and he drills that. So 1 point Sparty lead now with 6 minutes left to go on the clock before halftime. Michigan, right baseline dribble. They move it back out to Livers. Left corner wide open 3, and he drills it right there. Yeah, that was quite the tournament. That was 2018, actually. 2017 is when URI was an 11 seed, and they took down Creighton as the 6 and pulled off the upset. At the left wing, Hauser dials up a 3. Missed it off the back iron. Rebound goes right back over to Michigan. The Wolverines up by 2, and they get themselves the basketball. Michigan dribbles to the top now. Zeb Jackson towards his left. Passes over left wing to Brandon Johns Jr. He moves over to Shawnee Brown. Brown now turns the corner, goes inside with a layup, and he makes it good for 2 up and in off the backboard. So Michigan by 4. 5:15 left to go before halftime. Hogard over to Rocket Watts. Watts might get slapped on the face there, but he finishes through contact good with a layup. That is good for 2. Yeah, Rocket Watts in a lot of pain. Playing through the pain, though. I love the toughness right there by Rocket Watts. Keep that up, man. He's got some serious potential, though. He just struggled throughout conference play. He did great back in December in the non-conference slate. Pass gets off the fingertips there. Zeb Jackson. Turnover by Michigan as it goes out of bounds. I think they choose it by like ranking all the teams. So they rank all like the 68 teams. So that's how they put it into the bracket. So they'll go the 1 team in the top left corner, the 2 team in the top right, the 3 at the bottom right, and then the 4th the bottom left corner. And then they'll go in reverse order. So bottom left corner, they'll have the first number 2 seed at the bottom left as the 5th overall team in the bracket, and then they'll move in the opposite direction. It's like a lot of work to the bracket that they have going on. 4.5 left to go. Hauser drives inside for the tie. He makes it. Good for 2 with a layup. Yeah, Baylor moving back up to 2 on Monday unless they lose today. They're right now in progress against Texas Tech. So Baylor's winning against Texas Tech 34-32. I've got them to at least the Sweet 16, unless for some reason they take on Gonzaga in the second round. Gonzaga or Baylor, if they take them on in the second round for some reason. But other than that, they should be a Sweet 16 team. I've got them right now, if they keep on playing like they've been playing. Michigan State drives inside. Hauser floats up another shot, missed it, gets his own rebound right back though. Joey Hauser moves it back over. Ball into the hands of Jack Hoiberg from Michigan State. And he puts it back over now. The Rocket Watch jumper at the left elbow. Got it. Rattled right in there. Good for 2 over Mike Smith. The Spartans on top by 2 here. What's good, Raven? Welcome on the stream once again. If you guys are new in the stream here, spike the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Hit me up in the chat, by the way, who you're rooting for out here. Really appreciate it all for stopping by, being a part here on the channel. Yeah, Ed Cooley better get some big-time transfers in for next year, Vegas, or I got a feeling it's going to be a rough year. Yeah, so, yep, so that's basically what it is, Ethan. So, yeah, basically a top 60, yeah, it's 68 teams that they have when you add in, like, the playing rounds, but the actual, like, first-round matchups is the round of 64. So, yeah, it's like the top 64 teams there with the auto bids mixed in. Highly defensive type of game today we got here in this one. 3:39 left to go first half, and the Spartans up by 2. Russell, welcome in here, taking Michigan. Lucas going out for Michigan State. Baylor was looking good early. They were up 10-0 against Texas Tech, and now it's tied up at 36 as they have gone underway now in the second half. Do I think this is the start of a downfall for Duke and Kentucky? I will say no. I think they're going to be back up next year into the bracket, and I think both of those teams have potential to go at least around to like the Elite 8 for next year for both Duke and Kentucky, because they're bringing in stacked recruiting classes. But the thing is that they see this year, because of the pandemic, they start out late with the practices and stuff in the training session. So a lot of the teams missed like all of June, July with like on campus visits and training sessions and stuff. So I remember the practices started, I think it was around like October 13th the practices started. So since it was both of those teams in completely new starting lineup there, it was totally different to get it together this year. If you guys are interested in joining the Behind Your Arc Basketball Bracket Challenge, feel free to do so. Just post the link out in the chat, down in the chat right there. Only thing I ask is make sure to sign up with your channel name when you do so. It's open to the public and available for anybody to join in. Louis going for Michigan in this one. Tal Cole, welcome to the stream here. First 4 out mean the first 4 teams out of the bracket. So those 4 out teams are basically the first 4 into the NIT, which is the National Invitational Tournament, which is not in the actual like March Madness tournament. They're in their own tournament for missing out on the bracket, but not the big tournament. What seed will Michigan State be? Teeper says between a 9 seed in the NCAA tournament and a 2 in the NIT. I'm going to go either 12 or 11. I think they're probably going to be in the last 4 in. They'll probably take on a team like Colorado State in that play-in game in the first 4. So this is what they got right now. Last 4 in: Michigan State, Colorado State, Boise State, and Xavier, according to Joe Lunardi in his latest update. First 4 out, Carly: Utah State, St. Louis, Seton Hall, and Syracuse. Memphis lost the Crusher today, so they're back there in the last or first 8 out for Memphis. They lost at the buzzer today, heartbreaker, against Houston. How close is UNC to the tournament? They're in the bracket, I believe, for UNC, but they're barely in the bracket. I think they're like the last 8 in. I think they're like a 10 seed for North Carolina. So 3:39 left to go. We're going to get right back to action. Yeah, I'd advise all the freshmen for Kentucky, they really need to stay. Come back next year for Kentucky, because next year they got some serious potential. If you're Brandon Boston, you got to stay, man. Michigan will have the basketball right back. Top of the key, Mike Smith. Moves it back outside to the left wing. They pass it right back over to Smith. He takes the three, missed it off the mark, tipped up in the air, and fight for the rebound underneath. It's going to be a rebounding foul, and it's on Michigan by Dickinson, I believe. So, yeah, Hunter Dickinson gets called for the rebounding foul, and that's going to be Michigan State ball. So that's Michigan's 5th personal foul. I heard about that with TB12's rookie card. $1.32 million. I heard that was only 1 of 100 rookie cards ever sold for that brand. Michigan State has it at the left wing. Moves it back top of the key for the Spartans now. Spartans dribble at the left wing. Rocket Watts now with the basketball. As they will take a jumper, and that one, a deep jumper. Got it for the deep two by Rocket Watts. Michigan State by 4. 2.5 left to go. Michigan now with the ball. Mike Smith dribbles towards his right. The pick set by Dickinson. Swings outside to Livers. Livers takes it the distance and missed it. It got blocked, though, a blocking foul. Clock will stop with 2.5 left to go. Isaiah Livers going to go to the free throw line, shoot 2 coming up as Marcus Bingham got called for the blocking foul. Should Aaron Henry stay at Michigan State, or should he leave? I think probably stay, most likely. He's been great this season, but if he stays, he has 1 more year left to really build his future there. Instead of, because he's a junior right now, instead of going to the draft, where I feel like he'd have more potential next year if he comes back. Both of the shots good at the line by Isaiah Livers. 2-point game. Those are the teams in the battle for Atlantis for next year. So, Michigan State, Syracuse, Loyola, Chicago, UConn, Arizona, Auburn, and VCU. So, those are the battle for Atlantis teams next year. Thanks so much for the update there. Yeah, those are the early non-conference tournaments for 2021 into 22. 2 minutes left to go. Michigan State jumper left baseline. Missed it off the mark. Rebound goes right back over to the Wolverines. Michigan has it with 2 minutes left to go. Wagner moves it back out. Livers, top of the key to Smith. Back out to Livers here. Livers passes over to Wagner. Pass deflected up in the air. It's stolen by the Spartans there with a steal. 1:45 left to go here. Michigan State will have the ball right back. They will slow it down here for the Spartans. Rocket Watts now takes it. Free throw circle jumper as he misses it over Zeb Jackson. And the Wolverines will have the ball right back. Makeel, welcome back in the stream here, man. We've got 1:25 left to go. Michigan has it with Livers. Dribble to the left baseline. Fade away deep two. Missed it off the back iron. No good. Rebound goes right back over to Michigan State. Michigan State back out to the top here. Hauser unleashes a 3, and he drills it for Joey Hauser. The Spartans by 5. Looking good for MSU. 1 minute left to play before halftime. Michigan now with the ball. The Wolverines to the right elbow. Davis hands it off the screen. Back over to Wagner as he will back his way at the right baseline. Wagner moves it out to the top of the key. A 3 in the air, and Mike Smith drills it there at the top of the key straight away. Back to a 2-point game. 40 seconds now left to go before halftime. And Michigan State will take a timeout with 39 seconds left to go. I haven't been able to set up a dunk contest scoreboard. I can't even remember how it works or anything like that. I'm just gonna leave up my scoreboard at halftime, and I'll let you guys know what goes on. So 28-26 now the score currently. Quick scoreboard update. Baylor leading Texas Tech 44-42. That was a quick timeout. 30-second one, it appeared to be. Rough game in the first half here for Michigan shooting. And 35% from the floor. Michigan State's defense came to play. 11 off the bench by Rocket Watts. Where's that been? All conference play here for Rocket Watts. Okay, so we're back to action. Michigan State going to have the basketball. Hauser moves it back over to Watts. Watts top of the key, passes over to Aaron Henry. Henry kicks it back outside to Watts. 7 on the shot clock, 22 seconds left to go. Watts passes over to Henry, pro hop. And he gets a big bucket inside right there. That is good for 2 in the post by Aaron Henry. 13 seconds left to go. Michigan now has it, down by 4. Mike Smith dribbles. Now he's going to take it into the lane, kicks it back outside. Right corner 3 by Wagner, airballs it. Michigan State comes up with a rebound. Full court shot at the horn, it's up and it's an air ball, and we go into halftime. Spartans lead at 30-26 right now as we head into halftime. What's good, Vaughn? Welcome in here. Do I think Patriots will do well? Or will do ever well again? Yes, I do think so. Never count out Bill Belichick. He's going to come out with a vengeance here in the offseason for Bill. Just waiting for the pickup, and we're still waiting. We won't know probably for a little while what he does. BSC, welcome to the stream. I'm taking Michigan State as well. So right now we're just at halftime. 30-26, Sparty leads it here. And their defense, a big reason why in that first half, holding Michigan to 37% from the floor, 10 for 28 shooting. Yeah, my prediction was Michigan State 71-69. So I had Sparty by 2 for the win in the pregame. Yeah, I heard about that. Blake Griffin went to the Nets there. Quite the crazy day of basketball action. That is one thing for sure here. Baylor leading Texas Tech 47-42 to score. Later tonight, I'll be covering the NBA All-Star Game. Feel free to join me in for that one if you guys would like. I'm just going to post in here. If anybody's interested, feel free to join the Behind the Arc Basketball Bracket Challenge. It's out there to everybody. You guys are welcome to join it if anybody is interested. And we're going to be doing the ESPN Tournament Challenge for the Behind the Arc Basketball Bracket group. So it's up there. Anybody's welcome to join it in, as I just posted the link out in the chat. Alright, so right now we're just at halftime. I'm going to be back in just a moment, everyone. I'm going to flip this over to Baylor against Texas Tech. I'm just going to have to get something. I'll be right back. So I'm just going to put it on a waiting. We'll be back. I'll be back in like 15 seconds, basically, or so. Alright, so there we go. So we are back here. So I'm just gonna flip it over to Baylor versus Texas Tech, see what's going on in this game since we're at halftime here. Looks like Baylor leading 13-20 left to go by 8, 50-42. The score there. Yeah, the boring Super Bowl in history, the 13-3 one, Pats against Rams for that one. If Michigan State loses this, how many wins will Michigan State need in the Big Ten tournament to advance? They're probably going to have to make it a deep run. I'm probably going to have to say Big Ten title game most likely for Michigan State if they want to make it to advance, because I feel like there could very well be multiple bid stealers from other conferences. So just to be safe, say if like a random team pops up and wins a conference that nobody has any clue about or so. Let's see. Louis' tablet says safe mode at the bottom left. How do you get rid of this? I don't have a tablet myself. I'd probably hit the top right corner, which has the power button, and then the home button there. So hit both of those at the same time, the power and the home buttons, and see what happens. So probably let you like shut down or restart it, most likely, if that happens. That's what my guess would be. My favorite college basketball team is Providence. Baylor just hit a big 3-point shot. They're up by 11 against Texas Tech. 53-42. Yeah, actual games for Major League Baseball start soon as well. So Baylor is out on a roll. Lately, looking good against Texas Tech right now. And then other than that, other than this game going on, Baylor versus Texas Tech, and there's another game, UNC Greensboro taking on East Tennessee State. And that game is tied up at 30. 30-30 with 5 minutes left to go in the first half. UNC Greensboro 19-8 as they are the top team in the Southern Conference. But East Tennessee State, I think they're like a 5 seed. They have other plans in mind right there. Yeah, hopefully for Vaughn, hopefully the A's do well. He's looking for this season. Wow, UNC Greensboro won. So they won last Saturday against East Tennessee State, 85-74, and it was in overtime. They won by 11 points in overtime. Yeah, that's a good game right there. East Tennessee State, UNC Greensboro. Last college basketball game, the last one last year for a conference tournament, that was Boston University against Colgate in the Patriot League final at Colgate. That was the last conference championship awarded. And then so that was the Wednesday night. That was the night when the NBA shut down. Was the Wednesday night with Rudy Gobert. And then the following day on Thursday, when it was everything got shut down, Thursday, March 12th, 2020. That's when all the games got canceled. UMass versus VCU was about to tip off, and 15 minutes prior to tip off, the referees came in and they called off the entire Atlantic 10 tournament. After that, all the other teams announced that they would call off their tournament games besides the Big East. It was Creighton versus St. John's. That game tipped off, and it went into halftime. St. John's was up, I believe, at halftime, and then the players were told in the locker rooms to go home. That all of college basketball had been canceled. Go home. That was it. And that was the start of March Sadness back in 2020. So it looks like the NBA announced no replacements for Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons. So no plans to replace Embiid and Simmons as they've been rolled out tonight for the All-Star game. But Zion Williamson is supposed to replace Joel Embiid in the starting 5 for KD's team. Yeah, it's crazy. All-Star game. So I'll be covering that at 8 o'clock Eastern time later tonight for the All-Star game. What's good, Diego? Welcome back in the stream here. Yeah, it's crazy. But look how far we've come in a year, everyone. Keep your heads up. Stay positive. We have come really far here in a year. If you guys are new in the stream, spike the thumbs up. Hit that like. Hit that subscribe. I appreciate it all for stopping by, being a part here today and Behind Your Basketball. Baylor currently leads Texas Tech 53-44 in the second half with 11:54 left to go right now. Baylor's such a great second half team. Yeah, I remember that last year. I covered that game. San Francisco almost won against Gonzaga. And that was the WCC semifinals. And I remember Jordan Ford hit the game winner for St. Mary's. It was a crazy game that was in like the 50s, I think, for the final total. St. Mary's beat BYU last year to WCC semis. Yeah, that was a pretty bad day. I'd have to say it's one of the worst too. What a rough day that was. If you guys are new here, hit me up in the chat, by the way, who you're rooting for out in this game today. If you're taking Sparty, if you're taking the Wolverines, you can type in Go Blue if you're going out for Michigan. You can type in Go Green if you're going out for Michigan State in this one. What's good, Chris? Big game for Chris here. Going out for Michigan State in this one. Looking for Sparty to be in the tournament here with an upset here. Doing pretty well this weekend. That's awesome. Glad to hear you on the ski slopes right now. Riding up on a chairlift. Awesome. Have a great time up there. Skiing. That's awesome, man. I totally agree there, Vegas. A historical season for the Dayton Flyers, and it's too bad it never happened. Joey, welcome to the stream here. Going out for Michigan State. Porter going out for Michigan. BSC taking Michigan State, same as YT Epic. Michigan State, if they do win this game, it will help out their tournament chances a ton. That is one thing. They won against Illinois last week, won against Ohio State last week. 2 top 10 teams looking to put together a third team here inside the top 10. Not only in the top 10, but in the top 5. Anthony taking Michigan State here. Wow, YT Epic going Michigan State by 29 for his prediction. The chairlift keeps on stopping, it looks like. Going up the incline right there for Chris. Highly impactful defensive half. That is one thing for sure, and that's how Michigan State is going to have to win this game, is through their defense. And they held Michigan 10 for 28 from the floor, 37% shooting in the first half. Hunter Dickinson struggling so far, 1 for 5 in the post. And the big reason why here, Michigan State's defense, it came to play today and to put a stop against Michigan's interior offense. Brad, welcome to the stream here. The Ohio State Buckeyes going out for his team. Welcome to the channel, man. Christian, welcome to the stream. We already covered a great game earlier today. Iowa won by 4 over Wisconsin earlier today. 77-73 the final. Hopefully another great finish here in the Big Ten for tonight. Later tonight, I'll be covering the NBA All-Star Game. If anybody's interested, stopping on by for that one. Also going to post in the basketball bracket right here. If anybody's interested in joining the Behind Your Basketball Bracket Challenge group, feel free to do so. It's open up to the public right there. All you have to do, we're going to use ESPN, so all you have to do is create an ESPN account, and then you're able to join the Behind Your Basketball. Just join the Behind Your Basketball Bracket Challenge group. When you do sign up, I just ask for you guys to make sure to sign up through your channel name, or put your channel name on there as an identifier, so I know who's joining the Behind Your Basketball Bracket Challenge group. What's good, Marwan? Welcome on the stream here. Hope all is going well, man. With Louisville losing to Virginia, are they still in? I go yes. So I do think Louisville's still in as of now. Let's see. ACC tournament. I'm going to give you the rundown of that bracket. So Louisville, they're going to need to win that first game in the ACC tournament. So yeah. So Louisville is going to take on the winner of Duke versus Boston College. The Cardinals got the 7 seed. Louisville will need to win 1 game, most likely, to get there. And they're going to have to show some fight in the second round against Florida State, too, to help out their cause. Because there could be multiple bid stealers as well. coming in from these games. Like, I know the ACC is completely wide open. There could be bid stealers out there, but other conferences too. So there's a lot of games that's gonna just gets determined by automatic qualifiers, especially these power conference games could be bid stealers in. Yes, I do think Michigan State has a chance to make the tournament. Winning today, it would help out their cause a ton. So if Michigan State won today, their chances boost up a bunch. And then, Big Ten tournament. If Michigan State does lose today, it's gonna be tougher. They're gonna have to make it a deep run, I feel like, in that Big Ten tournament. But March is the month for Tom Izzo. So always remember, January, February, Izzo, April. That's what you always got to remember right there. The month of March has been suited for Tom Izzo and for his team to come alive. So Michigan State got the 9 seed in the Big Ten tournament. I don't know who the 8 seed is currently. It's probably going to be... Okay, so it's probably going to be Maryland or Penn State. Whoever wins that game tonight. So whoever wins that game tonight is going to be the 8 seed. Or, the 8 seed. So Michigan State would take them on. The winner... Or, yeah. So they take on whoever that team would be there. Interesting. Yes, I'll be covering the All-Star game after this one, too. I'm going to start off at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. Yeah, March 18th is when the first 4 tips off. So the teams, the last 4 teams into the bracket. And the actual round of 64, that starts off on Friday, March 19th this year. Yeah, that definitely would have been a disaster. The whole thing with the barber. So we are right back into it. Michigan State up by 4. They're going to have the basketball first here as we start off the second half. If you guys are new in the stream here, spike the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Michigan State now at the left elbow. They move that left wing perimeter. Malik Hall, spin move, takes it inside, puts it up, and that's no good. Missed off the mark. Rebound goes to Wagner here for Michigan. The Wolverines have the first possession for their second half as Shawnee Brown takes a left corner 3, missed it off the mark. Rebound right back over to Michigan State. Spartans have it 30 seconds through. Does Michigan State clinch a bid with a win? I'll say no. This win certainly helps out. It boosts their chances out a ton, but they're still going to have to win games in the Big Ten tournament, I feel like, just to make sure they're safe there in the bracket. Turnaround jumper, Michigan State missed it off the mark. Rebound back to Michigan. The Wolverines now with the ball, top of the key, Wagner. Takes it now inside. Bounce pass underneath, deflected. Out of bounds by the Spartans, so the clock will stop with 19:07 left to go. Yeah, I don't really watch much Canadian football. Wow, that's impressive for Wichita State. Yeah, their head coach left the program. He resigned from the program, I believe, like a month before the college basketball season started, as Michigan going to take this inside. They lay it up and in for 2 and the foul. So Shawnee Brown will go to the line, shoot 1. Yeah, what a season. They're one of my surprising teams, Wichita State. They lost 6 players to transfer, and then their head coach, a month before the season started, he resigned. 1 free throw coming up by Shawnee Brown. 6th man for the Wolverines this season. He knocks down the free throw, 1-point game. 30-29. 19 minutes left to go. Yeah, Loyola Chicago, best defense in all college hoops. Cameron Krutwig, he's tough to stop in the post. He played back in that Cinderella team from 2018. Floater, good for 2 by Michigan State. As they knock that one down, Rocket Watts hits that one. Rocket Watts having a great game off the bench here for Sparty today, as he has got himself off the bench 13 points. 18-20 left to go. Michigan misses a shot. Rebound back to Michigan State. The Spartans have it now at the right wing. Watts dribbles. He leaves the defender. Drives inside. Rocket Watts missed it. Too high off the backboard. Tipped up. Offensive rebound goes to Henry. Kicks it back outside to the top of the key. They will dribble at the left wing. Sets it up to Aaron Henry again. Henry now dribbles. Drives inside, gets behind Dickinson, lays it up and in, good for 2. Off the backboard by Aaron Henry. 18 minutes remaining. Michigan has it here with Dickinson at the left baseline. Dickinson moves it out top of the key. Wagner. Wagner has it, and the refs are going to call here tie-up possession arrow Michigan. It's been a great game so far. Cinderella team this year. There's a couple of them that could potentially do some damage. I definitely say Loyola Chicago has that chance again. I go for Winthrop, though. Winthrop 23-1. I think they have the chance to be Cinderella this year. Ethan watched more George Washington this year than Wichita State. Michigan has the basketball back top of the key. They kick it back out to the left corner. Mike Smith has it. And Sister Jean, by the way, is still alive. Born in 1919, 101 years old. Sister Jean is still alive. So, more Sister Jean as Loyola got their automatic qualifier bid today from the Missouri Valley. Michigan with the jumper, and that one is good by Livers for 2. 3-point game. 17 minutes left to go, Spartans basketball. Michigan State at the top of the key. Rocket Watts passes over right corner to Joshua Langford. Langford now dribbles. At the right elbow, takes the jumper. Deep 2, knocks it down. Joshua Langford hits it. What a game we got here, everybody. Really appreciate all for stopping by, being a part here on the channel for today. 16.5 left to go. Dickinson top of the key. Dickinson moves it over left wing to Mike Smith. Back out on top. Floats it over. At the left elbow, Dickinson. Dickinson gonna back his way. Kicks it back outside. Smith, no look past the right wing. Shawnee Brown, open look. Drills it for the triple by Michigan. Nice looking pass right there by Mike Smith. Able to free up the open Shawnee Brown for the triple. 16-10 left to go. We got a ball game right now. Michigan State has it. Langford dribbles. Drives inside. Ball gets poked out of bounds. Last touch by the Wolverines. Spartans will have it back as we're going to go on the timeout. Who would I put winning the ACC tournament? I'm going to take Florida State still. Georgia Tech, though, I like Georgia Tech in the sleeper position for that ACC tournament. I think they're going to go to the conference tournament finals. I think. Just going to make sure the bracket sets up that way. Inbound Michigan State, 16 minutes left to go. Langford has it, and that will be a blocking foul picked up by Michigan. Yeah, so Georgia Tech's in the top half of the bracket as the 4 seed. Florida State's the 2 seed on the bottom half of the bracket. So it all suddenly sets up just like that. Marwan going out for Michigan State in this game. Hit me up with your prediction, by the way. Who you guys got in the chat here. So we're going to go on a timeout. Great game. 2-point lead for Sparty here. 36-34. If you guys are new in the stream here, spike the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. I cover basketball action, play-by-play, college basketball games, NBA games as well, and Behind Your Arc Basketball. Also, if anybody's interested, feel free to join the Behind Your Arc Basketball Bracket Challenge group. We're going to do it over on ESPN for this year. All you have to do, create an ESPN account, join the Behind Your Arc Basketball Bracket Tournament Challenge group, and then you be entered in over there. And all I ask for you guys to do, if you do join the Bracket Challenge group, make sure to enter in as your channel name, so I know what your who's entering in. Joey taking Michigan State for this one. I got you right there. Of course, MSU Detroit fan going out. We all know who he's going out for. Raven taking Michigan State as well. Quick scoreboard update. Baylor taking on Texas Tech. Baylor running away with it. Maceo Teague, 27 points for the Bears. As Baylor up by 13, 70-57 over Texas Tech. Lance taking Michigan State. Same as Teeper here. A lot of Sparty fans on board. Elijah going out for the blue here. Going out for Michigan in this one. Welcome to stream here. Oh, so sorry to hear that, Vegas. Send my thoughts out to you and your family, man. Keep your head up, brother. Stay positive. Hey, if you need me, Vegas, feel free to reach out to me whenever. You got me on Discord. Whenever you have the chance, brother. Feel free to reach out to me if you ever Need to, man. Just keep your head up, bud. I feel you, man. Let's send some prayer emojis out to my man Vegas here. So sorry to hear that, bud. Michigan State's defense, it came to play today. Limiting Michigan, 16 minutes left to go in the second half. And really limiting them in this game to 38% shooting from the floor. Rocket Watts having a big game for him today. 13 points by Rocket Watts, 5 for 9 shooting. And then for Michigan, the leading scorer, that would be Isaiah Livers with 9 points. Hunter Dickinson, he has been stopped, 1 for 6 in the post by Dickinson with only 3 points. Should Teeper do a Michigan State fan reaction for his last 5 minutes on the channel? I'd highly recommend that for you, man. I think we're going to have a classic finish to this game today. So I'd highly recommend that. Classic finish, very well. Could happen to this game. We're talking about potential game-winning shot. That could happen. We already had one from today. Tremont Mark for Houston. Half-court buzzer beater. He banked it to win over Memphis today. Houston got the W over Memphis earlier today, 67-64. I heard about that. Blake Griffin to the Nets. So we are back into action. 16 minutes left to go. Oh, cool. That's awesome. Glad to hear it worked right there, Louie. So Rocket Watts, 13 points. Heading to the free throw line now. Shooting 2. First one is good. Oh, so sorry to hear that, Raven. Send my thoughts out to you and the family of those friends. That's terrible. Second free throw is good. 38-34 to score. Michigan State by 4 with 16 minutes left to go. Great game. Very good game. Michigan has the top of the key, Mike Smith. Smith moves it over off the cutter and got it. Banks it up and in off the backboard right there by Austin Davis. Up and in. Yes, Providence is the capital of Rhode Island. So Providence, the capital of Rhode Island. Providence is multiple cities that have like over a population of 50,000. Top of the key 3. Michigan State drills it straight away. Sparty by 5. 15-20 left to go. Michigan now with the ball. Mike Smith at the left wing perimeter. He now dribbles. Pro hop as he will go shot fake. Puts it up over the top. Davis. The pass over to Davis gets picked off and intercepted. Michigan State comes out with a steal. They kick it back outside. Right corner 3 transition. Missed it off the mark. No good. And it's going to go out of bounds. So that's going to be Michigan's basketball. What's good, Kevin? Welcome to the stream here, man. Hope all is going well, bud. Glad he can make it on, and this might be an unpopular opinion, but believe Houston, second round upset for Houston there. He is good. How far is Providence going? I think they're going to beat DePaul, but that's going to be tough for them to win against UConn in the Big East tournament. I've got UConn winning the Big East tournament against St. John's. Yeah, so Providence versus URI, that's a huge rivalry for the in-state rivalry game. Turnaround jumper, Michigan. No good. Missed the front rim by Wagner. Rebound back to Michigan State. 14:40 left to go. Michigan State has it. Slows down the basketball. What's good, Jason? Welcome onto the stream here, man. Michigan State passes right back outside to Langford. Langford passes over to Rocket Watts to the right wing perimeter. Watts has it guarded by Mike Smith. 14:20 left to go. Watts dribbles. He gets a step back here, but they're going to call Michigan State, though, pushing off. That'll be an offensive foul picked up. It's on Rocket Watts. Arku, welcome to the stream. Yeah, these teams already played on Thursday, so they played each other again today. So two late games due to postponements throughout the season. 14:15 left to go. Michigan now has the ball right back, down by 5. The Wolverines to the right wing perimeter. They move it out to the top of the key. Mike Smith now dribbles. Takes it into the lane. Smith lays it up, and that's good for 2. Wow. That's unbelievable, Vegas. Man, prayers out to her. Wow. 116, man. What a life that she lived, bud. 116. 43-38 the score. 13:40 left to go. Michigan takes the distance. As that one, they went in for the layup, but they're going to get called here. I think it's on Michigan for the foul. Who they got winning the dunk contest and 3-point shooting contest? I'm going to take Obi Toppin for the dunk contest, 3-point contest. I'm going to go for Steph in the 3-point contest. 13:41 left to go. If you guys are new in the stream here, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell as well if you'd like to be notified here for future live streams. Michigan State has the ball around the perimeter. Clock will stop with 13:38 left to go. But a great game all along today. Highly defensive type of contest in this one. So Wolverines have it back. At the left corner. Backing their way in there is Livers as he is guarded by Hauser. Livers turnaround jumper hit the front rim, no good. Ball's on the ground and tipped out of bounds. Not tipped out of bounds. Michigan State comes up with a huge save right there. As it almost went on the bounce, but what a save. Holy smokes. And I've got CP3 as well to win the skills challenge. I think the popularity went for Luka to win it. Shot fake Hauser at the left wing. I predicted Michigan State in this game 71-69. Top of the key for Michigan State as they dribble now at the left elbow. That is Jack Hoiberg. Pass over to the top of the key to Langford. Langford takes a 3 and no good. Missed it off the back iron. Rebound goes right back over to Michigan. Wolverines have it. They'll take a 3 straight away. Missed that one off the mark. Michigan State has the rebound again. Yeah, that's out in Illinois for the Simpsons. Quahog, Rhode Island, that's actually, I think it's like a spin-off of Cranston, where Rhode Island is, just outside of Providence, Cranston is. Floater, good for 2 there by Michigan State as they hit it. 45-38, Sparty up by 7. Largest lead today as we're going to take a timeout. What a game. What a game here, everyone. Really appreciate all for stopping by, being a part here on the stream. Definitely for sure, Vegas. Just stay strong, brother. If you need anything, you got me on Discord, man. Feel free to hit me up if you need anything, bud. Okay, so quick stoppage in time. We're going to go right back into it. 45-38 here. Mike Smith takes the 3 straight away from Michigan. Missed it off the back iron, and Michigan State comes up with a rebound. The Spartans will dribble past half court. Michigan State bounce pass to the right wing. Spartans take it inside. Henry puts one up, missed it. Tried to go for the putback, but they missed the putback dunk there by Bingham. Second chance, Bingham gets another offensive rebound. Puts it up and in. Good for 2 by Bingham and the foul. Michigan State's largest lead, +9 right now, and has the chance to put it to 10 coming up with a free throw with an and 1. Michigan State hungry for that tournament bid. January, February, Izzo, April. Michigan State by 9. We go in the timeout. 12 minutes left to go. Unbelievable. Already called a great game. Iowa won by 4 earlier today over Wisconsin. Oh, man, we get a great game right now as we go on the timeout. By the way, Iowa won 77-73 was that score. Quick update for the Baylor game right now. Baylor running away with it against Texas Tech. +15 by Baylor. They lead it by 15. 77-62 Bears. Maceo Teague having a game of his life. 30 points for him for Baylor. So right now, we're currently on the timeout. If anybody would be interested here, feel free to join the Bracket Challenge group for March Madness in the Behind the Arc Basketball Bracket Challenge group. I just posted a link out in the chat. Anybody's welcome to do so. It's out to the public. Just make sure when you do sign up for the ESPN account, when you do sign up, make sure to just label your bracket challenge by your channel name so I can identify you when you come back onto the channel. Would I take a Western Kentucky upset over West Virginia? I would say no right there. Western Kentucky's been struggling with teams in their conference. They're gonna have to win Conference USA to even get a bid in. But I really like the depth of West Virginia. Even though Western Kentucky, I feel like they could potentially be a bracket buster. All depends. All depends on who they play, though, up against. And the thing is, if West... So, yeah, they took on each other. Actually, I'm thinking about it. They took on each other back in November. That was when Sheway was playing there. That was for the championship game for the Bad Boys Mowers. That is right. So maybe they'll play against each other again, because that was a great game. It could be close, though. Very well be close. Yeah, Western Kentucky beat Alabama. It could potentially be possible, though. We're looking at wacky upsets all over the place, like UC Santa Barbara over Texas Tech. Could very well have that. That could be an upset of 13 versus 4 for UC Santa Barbara over Texas Tech. There could honestly be upsets off the board all over the place. St. Bonaventure, sneaky team there with Jaron Holmes. They are the real deal with St. Bonaventure. That team, Kenny Lofton, the name to remember for St. Bonaventure. They have a terrific starting five. They can go down to the wire with a lot of teams in the tournament. I feel like they are flying under the radar by everybody. Like, it's crazy. So we're going to get back to action here. 12 minutes left to go. Can Alabama be the first school since Florida in 2006 to both win football and basketball? Well, they're going to have to stop shooting threes and take it to the basket like they were back in mid-January, blowing out teams in order to change that script and win the tournament. Because right now they're jacking up too many threes and costing themselves games. Or playing close games, closer than usual. Because their offenses come down to earth compared to what it was a month and a half ago. We're back into action. Michigan has it. Michigan trailing by 9, largest deficit. 11:34 left to go, and we get a foul here away from the ball. It's going to be picked up by Michigan State. Four personal fouls second half by Michigan State, 2 by Michigan. Not a whole lot of fouls in this game as we're back into it. Michigan passes and Butterfingers at the left baseline. It's out of the fingertips of Hunter Dickinson, and Michigan turns it over. Michigan, their turnovers cost them the 18-point loss against Minnesota. Their first loss of the season. That was turnover number 7 today. Michigan State has it back. Dribble straight away down the lane. And missed the layup. They do get the tip. They do tip the ball back outside, though, so they get the offensive rebound. Michigan State at the right wing with Rocket Watts, having a great game off the bench for him. Passes to the top of the key. Henry, straightaway 3, missed it. Tipped up in the air, rebound Dickinson for Michigan. Wolverines have it, 11 minutes left to go on the clock. Michigan passes back on top here, Livers. Livers dribbles towards his right and out the right elbow. Isaiah Livers dribbles back to the right wing. Feeds over to Dickinson. Dickinson only with 3 points today. Backs his way in Hauser. Spin move, and that's going to be a foul picked up underneath by Michigan State. Clock will stop with 10:47 left to go. Non-shooting foul, so it's going to stay Michigan basketball. Joey Hauser will check out of the game. Picked up his 3rd personal foul. Going to send Malik Hall back into the game here for Michigan State. Inbound from Michigan, Shawnee Brown puts it back to the right wing to Livers. Isaiah Livers dribbles now as the pick gets set by Dickinson. He rolls down, bounce pass off the roll down to Dickinson. Spin move, puts it up, missed it off the backboard. Offensive rebound by Brandon Johnson. He lost control of the basketball here. It's going to be a foul, though, by Michigan State again. They're going to pick up their 6th personal foul. So Michigan should have the ball again. Yep, so that's the 6th personal foul picked up here by Michigan State. Yep, goes back a long way there with Jason remembering the Duke team beating the Fab Five there. 10.5 left to go. Michigan now with the ball. Brandon Johns. Puts it inside to Dickinson. Dickinson double team. Kicks it back outside to Johns. 3 in the air. Missed it off the mark. Their threes have been cold today. 4 for 15 from three-point range. Michigan State has it back. 10 minutes remaining right now. Maceo Teague on fire, it looks like, for Baylor's. They are crushing Texas Tech. 86-64. Unpopular take here. Texas Tech will lose in the first round to UC Santa Barbara. That might be an unpopular take, but I think it's very well possible. Texas Tech does not play like a team. They expect Mac McClung to carry them. They can't lock up the perimeter. UC Santa Barbara is filled with a ton of guards. Also, I think Toledo can give them a ton of problems too if Texas Tech takes them on in the first round. Toledo's got a trio of guards averaging over 12 points per game on that team. Free throws coming up from Michigan State. They just got fouled. First one, no good. Missed it, rattled out. See, that's the thing. Texas Tech, they're a mentally tough team. They just can't lock up the perimeter. That's the thing. And that's a tough matchup. That's why I decided not to cover that game today, because I knew it was going to be a blowout. I knew that, because Baylor's the top three-point shooting team. Texas Tech, the worst team defending the three in the conference. All you have to do is run into a team that's hot from three, and you're going to have a lot of problems there in the tournament. Second free throw, good by Sparty. Largest lead of the game, they're up by 10. 9:50 left to go. Michigan has yet to score a single point in the last 4 minutes and counting right now. Michigan deep 2. As they take it and they finally get the bucket. Good for 2 right there at the right elbow. 48-40. 9:40 left to go. Michigan State has it, top of the key. Rocket Watts as he dribbles, looking to pass it, and he's going to put the ball into the hands of Malik Hall. Hall now has it at the left elbow. Looking to pass it back to the left wing, he does. Turns the corner, floats one up. That one off the back iron, no good. Tipped up in the air, goes out of bounds, last touched. Out of bounds by Aaron Henry at the baseline. So turnover Michigan State, and Michigan will have it back with 9:40 left to go. If you guys are new in the stream here, spike the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Appreciate it all for stopping by, being a part here on Behind Your Arc Basketball. I cover play-by-play, college basketball games, NBA games here as well on the channel. What a game we got here. Michigan has it. Franz Wagner. Dribbles to the right wing, shot fake, passes inside over to Dickinson. He backs his way, spin move, turn around, got it. Good for 2 in the post by Hunter Dickinson. Feed the big fella. Been a lot of problems today with that, though, as he's only got himself 5 points. Hunter Dickinson, 2 for 8 shooting from the floor. Michigan State's defense playing the interior tough all game long. 8:45 left to go. Spartans, jumper, deep 2 at the right elbow, drills it. With a hand in the face, talk about that shot by Rocket Watts. That is the Rocket Watts that we saw from last year. Last 4 games broke out, averaging 17.5 last season, breaking out. Back in December, breaking out in non-conference play. Had a huge game against Duke back in December. And Rocket Watts, tough shot. That is the one we know that if he had played like that throughout the season, he would have been drafted. Rocket Watts at the end of his sophomore year, he would have been drafted if he played like that on a consistent basis this season. Huge shot as he puts Michigan State up by 8. How many fouls does a team need in the half to start 1-1? That would be 7 for college. First free throw is Michigan State just picked up their 7th. And Michigan missed the shot at the line there by Mike Smith. Rebound Michigan State, 8:15 left to go. Thomas, welcome to the stream here. Appreciate it, man, for stopping by. Pass underneath, and that will be a foul here picked up by Michigan, I believe. Clock will stop with 8:13. Yeah, they usually put it up with 6, but they put it up with 6 for some reason for the bonus in college, but they go into the bonus here for when they pick up the 7th one. Hunter Dickinson just picked up his 4th personal foul for Michigan. 8:13 left to go. They're discussing right now. We're going to take it. Okay, so they take a timeout. So they're going to take a timeout. 8:13 remaining. Timeout on the floor. Is Michigan still a 1 seed? I would say yes at the moment, barely. It all depends now who goes farther in the tournament. So it's between Michigan and Iowa. So who goes farther in the Big Ten tournament, it's going to determine who gets the last 1 seed. Because Illinois looks to appear to... They're close to being a lock for Illinois. They are close. All you have to do is just keep on winning a couple more games. Should be a lock. $50-42 now the score currently as we go on a timeout. Quick update here. Baylor running away with it over Texas Tech. MaCio Teague having a game of his life. 35 points for him as Baylor leads at 88-70. Unbelievable. 10 threes today by MaCio Teague. Holy smokes. Yeah, Texas Tech is worrisome in my opinion for the bracket. If they take on a team that's great from 3, they're going to get shredded. They can't defend corner threes. That's the problem that North Carolina had too against Marquette. If you can't defend corner threes, you're going to get shredded. And Texas Tech, it all depends on who they play against. They could be a first round upset, honestly. An upset happened on True TV for the past 2 to 3 March Madness round 1 games. Wow. Yeah, Baylor went, oh my goodness, Baylor went 65% from 3. Holy smokes. They went 15 for 23 from 3 today for Baylor. And that is still got a minute left to go in the game for Baylor. Jeez. MaCio Teague, 10 for 12. Davion Mitchell, 3 for 3 from 3. Butler, 2 for 4. Holy smokes. Eli Brooks had a bad injury in the first half. Had to get helped out off the court. It was like a lower left, lower left leg injury. It looked pretty bad. He had to get carried off the court. Addison, welcome to the stream here. Never saw this coming. It's happened all this year. All this year in back-to-back games here. These games have happened. First time, the team will win. Second time, the team will lose. When they take on each other for the next game. It happens when Loyola Chicago took on Drake back on Valentine's Day weekend. 50-42. It's been happening all over the place. Western Kentucky against Old Dominion happened this weekend for their back-to-back. 50-42 the score. 8:13 left to go. So you get 8 minutes 13 seconds left remaining. If you guys are new in the channel here, spike the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. I cover basketball action, play-by-play. College basketball games, NBA games as well, and Behind the Arc Basketball. If anybody's interested, feel free to join the Behind the Arc Basketball Bracket Challenge. It's out there, available to anybody out to the public for you guys to can join in if you guys would like there for a bracket challenge group. We're going to do it over on ESPN for the tournament challenge. Michigan State at the free throw line, and both of them are good. 52-42. Sparty up by 10 with 8:13 left to go. Yeah, this would be Michigan's 3rd loss. Iowa's got 7 losses. So they'd be battling it out for the final 1 seed. So Gonzaga, Baylor, Illinois, and then a battle between Michigan and Iowa. I'm gonna call it whoever goes further in the Big Ten tournament, in my opinion. Is going to get that last 1 seed. Inside, Michigan puts it up and then off the backboard. That's good for 2 by Davis. By the way, Hunter Dickinson, not his game today. 4 personal fouls. He's only got 5 points, 2 for 8 from the floor. Michigan State plus 9 on the boards as well, 33-24. Spartans have it at the left wing perimeter. Pass it on top to Rocket Watts, having a great game today here. This is the Rocket Watts we know. 19 points for him. Over to Hauser. Kicks it back out right corner. Henry gives it over to Brown. Right corner 3 in the air. Missed it off the mark. Rebound to Michigan. As that is Davis who comes down with a rebound. 7:15 left to go. Wolverines basketball here. At the top of the key, Mike Smith. Still a lot of time left to go. Smith dribbles towards his left. He's guarded by Watts. Able to get him freed up quite a bit here. Smith has it at the right wing, but we do have a foul. Clock will stop with 7:08. No indication who's it on just yet. Oh, that's bad for Michigan. That is bad. We see on the bench right now, that's a pretty severe injury then. Eli Brooks is sitting down in a walking boot to his left foot. That's an unfortunate hit towards the depth of Michigan. And they're going to need throughout the remainder of the season Shawnee Brown to step up in a huge way here for the remainder of the season for Michigan. So Austin Davis back at the free throw line. It was a Michigan State foul, so it's going to send Davis here 1-on-1 bonus. First free throw, and he missed it. No good. Will not get a second one. The rebound goes right back over to Michigan State. Eli Brooks went down with a pretty bad left foot injury in the first half. Never returned, and he's sitting on the bench with a walking boot currently. 7 minutes left to go. Michigan State has a ball poked loose. It goes out of bounds. Touch last by Michigan, so the Spartans going to have it back. If Maceo Teague plays like that in the tournament with Butler and Mitchell, healthy, Bears will cruise into the Final Four. Agree with you, Hilda. Agree. I've got Baylor in the national title game against Gonzaga. Spartans will win. They were my prediction to win for Michigan State today. Talk about the tail of the season. Michigan wins on Thursday by 19. Guess what today? Michigan State up by 8 with 6:45 left to go. Hey, I'll see you tonight, Ethan. Glad to have you on board once again, man. Malik Hall, pass over to the free throw circle. Jumper from Michigan State, and Rocket Watts delivers. 21 by Rocket Watts. This is the time that Rocket Watts heats up. If he had played like that all season long, he would have got drafted. Rocket Watts would be on the draft boards right now. Pass inside, turnover by Michigan. Spartans come up with a steal. Michigan State looking to add more to their profile today as they lead it up by 10. 6:15 left to go. Watts dribbles towards his left. Watts swings it out top of the key. Ball into the hands here of Bingham as he slows it down. Pass over to Malik Hall. Hall at the right baseline. 1-on-1 spin move as he is guarded by Wagner, but that is going to be a foul on the court. It's going to be picked up, I believe, by Michigan here. Yep, they're fifth. Franz Wagner with a reach-in. So a foul to give. Franz Wagner reaching in on Malik Hall as Michigan State will get the inbound coming up. Underneath their hoop for Sparty as they will get the basketball with 6:05 left to go. Before you sign off the stream here, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Michigan State at the left wing perimeter. Hall dribbles, floats one up over the top, and that's going to be contact in the foul by Michigan. Michigan State will head to the free throw line once again. That's the 6th personal foul picked up in the second half by the Wolverines. Yep, Tennessee, Missouri went downhill after the top 16 reveal, and yeah, they're going to be first round exits, most likely. So two free throws coming up here by Michigan State. Number 30, Marcus Bingham. First one missed off the back iron. Michigan State indeed carrying the momentum right now. Big victory for them to help their bracket chances. Yes, there's a severe injury with Eli Brooks in the first half. So Eli Brooks has a walking boot on his foot. It would look like a pretty bad injury. Second free throw, that one is good. At the line for Michigan State. Largest lead up by 11. So Eli Brooks, he's in a walking boot, missing the remainder of this game. Michigan has it underneath. That is good in the post, good for 2. 55-46 to score. 5.5 left to go. Spartans dribble, floats it up by Watts. Hit the front rim, no good. Rebound right back to Michigan now. 5:20 left to go. The Wolverines at the top of the key. Livers, pass over to Smith, catch and shoot 3, misfires, tipped up in the air, offensive rebound, Wagner puts it up, missed it off the mark, tough defense, offensive rebound again though by Michigan. They are double teamed to the left baseline, moves out left wing, Livers, pass over to the top here, Wagner shot fake, he dribbles, at the right elbow, kicks it over to Smith, right baseline, kicks it out left corner, they'll take a 3 in the air, Shawnee Brown, got it. Oh, big triple right there by Shawnee Brown, rolled around the rim and went into the net for the 3. 4:52 left to go, and what a game we got here. Down the home stretch. Sparty has it up by 6. Michigan State now with the basketball. Rocket with the ball here for Rocket Watts to the left wing. He dribbles. Tries to turn the corner, and we're going to have a timeout taken on the floor. Tom Izzo takes the timeout, goes over to Rocket Watts to talk things over right now with his star of the game as we're going to take a timeout. What a game we got. Under 5 minutes left to go. 4:40 remaining. And Sparty leads it. Looking to be a part of the bracket. They will not be a lock in the bracket if they do win this. They're going to have to do some work in the Big Ten tournament. But this game, winning this game certainly helps when it comes to coming up on championship week and the bid stealers. That's going to be happening during next week here, heading into Selection Sunday. If you guys are new in the stream here, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Appreciate it all for stopping by, being a part here on Behind the Arc Basketball today. If anybody's new on the channel as well, feel free to join the Behind the Arc Basketball Bracket Challenge group. It's open to everybody, whoever will be interested in that Bracket Challenge group over there. We're going to do it over on ESPN for the Tournament Challenge. Just sign up for an ESPN account if you haven't already done so, and then join the Behind the Arc Basketball Bracket Challenge. What's good? Cheese City Sports, welcome to the stream here, man. Hope all is going well, brother. I've been seeing you on the grind lately. That's awesome, man. You covered a great game, a couple of great games lately there with yesterday Ohio Valley Conference Tournament Final, and then earlier today with Missouri Valley Conference Tournament Final. So major loss in the first half by Eli Brooks from Michigan. He's in a walking boot on the bench as he hurt himself in the first half. It was his left ankle. He had to get carried off the court. It looked like a pretty bad injury. We've seen a lot of bad injuries here past couple of days. Colin Gillespie earlier this week for Villanova went down towards MCL, out for the season. Justin Moore yesterday against Providence went down for Villanova. That looked like a pretty severe injury as well. Earlier today, it was for Iowa as well. They had a pretty bad injury themselves for the Hawkeyes in that game. And Eli Brooks today. Yeah, it was number 10 Joe Wieskamp who got a pretty bad injury, but this injury by Eli Brooks looks more severe than what we saw to Wieskamp today. Big 12 tournament starts on Wednesday, I believe. But those are like the bottom teams in the conference. Oklahoma will take on Iowa State, the 7 versus 10. And then the 8 versus 9 is TCU versus Kansas State. So Kansas, I don't think Kansas plays until the following day on the Thursday. Hey, that's awesome. Calling tomorrow's Sun Belt Championship game. That's great, man. I'll check it out maybe when I get the chance. So we got 4:40 left to go. Tomorrow night I'll be back, by the way, for WCC tournament semifinal. Gonzaga versus St. Mary's for tomorrow. Got 4:40 left to go here. Michigan State will get the inbound. I'll be back later tonight, by the way, for the NBA All-Star game at 8 o'clock Eastern time. Rocket Watts passes over the top, and that'll be a foul from behind by Michigan as we're back into it. 4.5 left to go. Baylor gets the W over Texas Tech, 88-73. The final, Maceo Teague, the game of his life, 10 for 12 from three-point range. March Madness starts it's the first 4 games on Thursday, March 18th, and then the actual action, the round of 64, starts off on Friday, March 19th. So the actual first round games start off on Friday, March 19th. So it's going to send Michigan State to the free throw line inside the bonus now for them as well. First free throw, that one is good. At the line by Marcus Bingham. We got 4:30 left to go. If you guys are new in the stream here, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Appreciate Charlie for stopping on by. Second free throw coming up by Bingham, and he hits that one. Michigan State up by 8. Huge game for Sparty here if they want to make it into the bracket. This one will help out a ton. They already won against Ohio State and Illinois last week. Michigan has it here. Dribbles top of the key straight away. Wagner attacks the lane. Missed the shot. Offensive rebound. Dickinson has it. Spin move. Dickinson puts it up, and he's going to get fouled. Marcus Bingham picks up the personal foul. It's going to send Hunter Dickinson back to the line for him as the clock will stop. Kansas versus Baylor semifinal, potentially. I haven't seen the Big 12 bracket yet. Let's see. Dickinson first shot good, 57-50. Dickinson second free throw, and the camera wasn't even focused. Camera wasn't even focused on his free throw, but he made it. 57-51 the score. Thanks so much, Lou. We really appreciate it, bud. 4 minutes left to go. Spartans up by 6, 2-possession lead, and got the basketball. Rocket Watts having a huge game tonight. Moves over to Aaron Henry at the left wing perimeter here for the Spartans. They pass it back on top. Malik Wall hands it off to Langford. Langford kicks it back out to Henry at the left corner as he is guarded by Wagner. Henry dribbles, top of the free throw circle. Jumper, got it. Good for 2. Louisville football and basketball. What's good here, man? Welcome back on the stream. 59-51 with 3.5 left to go. What a game. Huge jumper. Good for 2 by Michigan State by Aaron Henry. He's got 14 points, 5 rebounds. Coming in great at the late stage of this season. Michigan has it here at the left wing. They're going to give it open for a 3. That's a big one. Franz Wagner delivers at the left wing. Triple goes down for the Wolverines in a 5-point game. 3:15 left to go. This is where stars and legends are aligned. At this stage of the game here, approaching the 3-minute mark remaining. Rocket Watts flings it out to the free throw circle. Bingham passes back out top of the key to Henry. Henry dribbles towards his left now. Henry left baseline, taking on a one-on-one guarded by Wagner. Henry backs his way, spin move underneath, got it. Oh boy, reverse-handed layup, unbelievable. Aaron Henry with 16. Able to get around Wagner with that nasty spin move to the cup. Sparty up here by 7. 2:40 left to go. Michigan has it top of the key. Dickinson has it here, flings it out. Mike Smith, one dribble. Passes over to the right wing. Step back 3 in the air. Hit the front rim. Missed it. No good there by Wagner. Rebound goes right back to the Spartans. 2:20 left to go. Unbelievable game we got here going on. If you guys are new in the stream, over 100 people watching now, spike the thumbs up. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. 2:15 remaining. What a game. The Beast here. Welcome to the stream. Looking for Michigan State. Hit me up in the chat who you've got here, Michigan State or Michigan. At the right wing, Rocket Watts having a huge game himself. 5 in the shot clock. Watts takes the 3 straight away over Shawnee Brown. Oh, is halfway there. The bench was celebrating, but it rattled out no good. Halfway in, and it rattled right out. Michigan grabs the rebound. Bounce pass. Dickinson powers his way inside, and the big boy puts it home for Hunter Dickinson, up and in off the backboard, and the foul. He's going to go to the line, shoot 1, and Michigan is as well in a double bonus. Unbelievable game we got here. Michigan State's going right to left in the court. Daniel taking Michigan State here. What a game we got. We're going to head to a timeout. Hunter Dickinson, 1 free throw coming up at the line as we take a timeout with 2 minutes left to go. What a game. So we head over to a timeout. First things first, if anybody would be interested in joining the Behind the Arc Basketball Bracket Challenge group for March Madness, you guys are welcome to do so. Just post the link out in the chat for anybody who is interested in joining the Behind the Arc Basketball Bracket Challenge over there. All you have to do, create an ESPN account, join the Behind the Arc Basketball group over on the ESPN Tournament Challenge, and then make sure to identify yourselves by your channel name so I do know who's joining the Bracket Challenge when you do come back to the channel here, if you do. I cover college basketball games, also NBA games as well on the channel here. Later tonight, I'll be covering the NBA All-Star Game, by the way. Final score update, Baylor, winners over Texas Tech, 88-73. The score, Maceo Teague, the game of his life, 35 points, 10 made threes from the perimeter for him for Baylor. As they went 15 for 23 from three-point range today for Baylor. Couple other scoreboard updates. We got UNC Greensboro, the 1 seed in the Southern. Looking like they're going to advance to the Southern Conference Tournament Final if they're able to close it out, leading East Tennessee 65-55 with 6.5 minutes left to go. Colonial Quarters going on right now. William and Mary up against Northeastern 19-12. That's basically it. A lot of games winding down today. Final day of Power Conference basketball action for the regular season. Unbelievable how this season has flew right by. It seemed like November 25th, the start of the college basketball season, was just yesterday. Unbelievable how this season just flew on by. 1 week from today at this time, we will have a bracket. We will definitely have a bracket 1 week from today. Lamont, welcome to the stream. Under, good at 137.5. Let's see what we got here. We got 61.56. 2 minutes left to go. Yes, definitely. Yes, so I would definitely take the under here. Less than 2 minutes left to go. Definitely would take that under. Dakota, welcome to the stream. We're just gonna do it for fun. It's actually my first year with a big bracket group, because I did it 2 years ago, but my channel started off 2 years ago. I went into the tournament with only 75 subscribers 2 years ago, and now we have over 10,000 on the channel. It's unbelievable, guys. You guys are awesome. Each and every single one of you, real MVPs out here. Definitely agree, man. Flying by, it's unbelievable how fast we've gone, how it's flown by from November 25th, the start of the season tip, all the way to now. 1 week from now, we will have a bracket, and for Michigan State to make the bracket, they're looking like they could very well help out their case today with this victory. They're not a lock in my opinion if they do win this, but this definitely helps them out to feel much safer than a loss today in this game. This definitely helps them out. They're seeking their third win against an AP Top 5 opponent this season. No other team has more than one victory against the AP Top 5 opponent. This is how it goes. When you start off the year, it's January. Then you go into February. After February, what month is it? Izzo. January, February, Izzo. April. That's how it goes. Izzo is March time, as we are back into it. Hunter Dickinson, one free throw at the line, and he missed it, rattled out. 61-56, 1:45 left to go as Michigan State gets the basketball off the rebound. Aaron Henry dribbles to the left wing. Passes back on top here. Ball into the hands of Malik Hall. Passes right baseline. Langford pass inside, but it gets intercepted. Wagner gets the steal on the post. 1:30 left to go. Wagner pass over to Smith. Back out to the top of the key to Franz Wagner. 1:25 remaining. Livers has it at the right wing. Hands it off to Smith now, as they're slowing it down, but they're currently down by 5. Dickinson has it, top of the free throw circle. Hands it off. Wagner, pass off the roll down to Dickinson. Dickinson inside in the post, and he puts it up and in. Good for 2 by Dickinson, and the foul. Hunter Dickinson shooting one coming up at the free throw line with 1:13 left to go. What a game. One possession game now. Best time of the year indeed. It's coming up in 1 week when we will have a bracket. We will definitely have a bracket 1 week at this time. 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. A bracket will be revealed. Hunter Dickinson starting to heat up here in the late stages. Free throw is good. It is a 2-point game. If you guys are new, spike the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe button. What a game here. Michigan State going to have it. In their back court with Watts. Pass over to Henry. Michigan bringing the pressure. Oh, they got to get it past the timeline. They do. Pass over to Rocket Watts before the 10-second was up there. Rocket Watts going to slow it down. Moves over to Henry. 55 seconds left to go down the home stretch of this one. Henry slows it down as he has the basketball. 8 on the shot clock. Back out to the right wing. Langford. Oh, dagger. Joshua Langford with a triple at the right wing. Aaron Henry with the assist right there. Dagger 3 for MSU as they lead it by 5 in the timeout taken by Michigan. Holy smokes, what a game. 44.5 seconds left to go. Dagger 3 by Joshua Langford. Just out waiting for the basketball in the clear open at the right wing. Receives the pass, catch and shoot, boom. Triple. As we go on a timeout. What a game. Unbelievable for this matchup here. Aaron Henry, 16 points for him tonight. 21 though to start this game. Rocket Watts finding his groove in this game today for 21 off the bench. And a big triple going down just a moment ago by Joshua Langford, his first 3 of the game. Unbelievable game here we got. We got 2 great finishes today. I got to cover Wisconsin versus Iowa earlier today. Unbelievable matchup we got here. 44.5 seconds left to go. Huge game. 2 incredibly huge possessions there. Dickinson with a putback bucket in the foul, and then a massive 3 by Joshua Langford. $64-59. If you guys are new in the stream here, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. We're going to be back in an hour and a half from now, by the way, for the NBA All-Star Game, covering play-by-play. Tomorrow night, I'll be back for Gonzaga versus St. Mary's WCC semifinal game as well. Huge, huge matchup we got here. I really like Oregon in that game later tonight against Lamont. Against Oregon State. Or Oregon, I just cannot picture Oregon getting swept against Oregon State. Because Oregon lost against Oregon State, I think, like, back in January, I believe, because they They were without Chris Duarte and LJ Figueroa, I think, of that game. This is March. 64-59 the score. 44.5 seconds left to go. Michigan going to get the inbounds. Yeah, I would not bet against Dana Altman against versus other conference opponents in March. So I would take Oregon right there, in my opinion. At the right wing, Michigan, 3 in the air, Livers. Missed it off the back line, rebound to Michigan State. As they get the board, and Aaron Henry has it. As the clock will stop with 36.7 seconds left to go, and Henry gets fouled. The foul picked up by Franz Wagner of Michigan. What a game. Michigan State's defense. Give them credit. Their defense held their own today, stopping Hunter Dickinson. 1-1 bonus situation here for Michigan State. So Spartans here coming up at the free throw line. First one, got it. Second free throw coming up by Gabe Brown here at the free throw line. 36 seconds left to go. And he drills that one. That helps out Sparty a ton. Up by 7, 35 seconds left. Michigan needs to hurry. Gonna jack up a 3 by Wagner. Oh, drills it. Franz Wagner at the left wing hits it. And it's a 4-point game with 29.7 seconds left to go. We're going to take another timeout here. This one ain't over yet. It's going to be quite the final 30 seconds and under right now as we're going to take another timeout. Big triple by Wagner. So right now we're on a timeout here, guys. If you're new on the stream, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. 1 week from today, guess what? We will have a bracket, everyone. We will have a bracket 1 week from today. Hit me up in the chat, by the way, who you like in this one, Michigan State or Michigan, who you're rooting for. You guys are awesome, real MVPs out on the stream. If you haven't already done so, feel free to join the Behind the Arc Basketball Bracket Challenge out there. Join the Bracket Challenge group for Behind the Arc Basketball. It's out to the public if anybody's interested. Just make sure when you do sign up for it, to sign up with your channel name for the Bracket Challenge so I can identify you guys when you do come back to future live streams. Got 30 seconds, just under 30 seconds left to go remaining. Michigan State with 10 plus fouls, as Michigan's in the double bonus, and Michigan with 8 fouls. Big 3-point shot the left wing by Franz Wagner to cut the deficit to 4 for the Wolverines. It's going to be Michigan State basketball coming up. They'll have possession. Welcome in on the channel here, Brandon, taking Michigan for this one. That is correct. Exactly 1 week from now, Ethan puts out, we'll be talking about how Drake missed the tournament if potential bid stealers arise, which very well there's going to be. A lot of bid stealers, I feel like, most likely. What's good, Brian? Welcome on to the stream once again. 29.7 seconds left to go. Michigan State is going to get the inbound all the way in their backcourt. Hauser will be the inbound passer. Joey Hauser looking to pass it. And he will put it to a wide open teammate. That is Rocket Watts. Great look here. He is double teamed. Ball's on the ground. 26.3 left to go, and the ball gets poked out of bounds at the corner perimeter, I think. Ooh, tough. Yeah, tough here. He got poked out of bounds. I believe it's out by Michigan. That's tough. That's tough. That's close. That's close to being out of bounds. Really, really is close. Oh, that's going to be Michigan basketball. Wow, turnover. Yeah, turnover. Just saw that with that camera angle. They turned it over. So they turned it over. It's going to be Michigan basketball. Rocket Watts stepped out of bounds. So the Wolverines have it back. Unbelievable. Michigan top of the key. Outside. Livers a 3. No good. Missed it off the mark. Defensive rebound picked up by Michigan and a foul. Michigan State's going to have it here at the free throw line. 19 seconds left to go. Spartans will go to the free throw line as they get the defensive rebounds. Isaiah Livers had a big 3 that dialed up and just missed it. Yeah, that turnover before, and we were looking at like 4 different camera angles, and you couldn't even tell in the first 3 until the last one from the above the view. So it's going to be Michigan State here at the free throw line. Foul was picked up by the Wolverines. Big rebound. It was 44. Gabe Brown for the Spartans. Got a huge rebound for a defensive board. They were looking at the time, I believe. There should be like 19 and a half seconds left to go. They have 19.1. Franz Wagner. He was trying to come up for the rebound there. He might have got a little bit of contacted in the lower lip area for him. So it's going to send Gabe Brown 11 for 13 on the season for him at the free throw line. He's perfect 2 for 2 today. He's going to be shooting here in a bonus. First one good. Michigan State by 5. Second free throw coming up by the Spartans. That one is good. Able to hit their free throws down the stretch. That's a team to watch out for in the tournament. 15 seconds left to go. Do not take Michigan State lightly. It is March. Layup, good for 2. Up and in off the backboard by Mike Smith. 11 seconds left to go. Michigan State gets the inbound and the foul picked up by Michigan. It's going to send Sparty back to the free throw line, coming up with 11.1 seconds remaining. Yeah, my prediction, by the way, was 71-69. Michigan State by 2. A little close. Looking like they're going to win, though, by either 2 or 3 possessions, most likely, though. 11.1 seconds left to go. Michigan State will get sent to the free throw line coming up once again. Aaron Henry, now in the double bonus. First one is good for the Spartans. First one drills it. Second one, and Aaron Henry hits it. They can hit free throws. That's the team to watch out for down the stretch. Michigan down by 6, final 6 seconds. As they will take it inside, miss the layup, no good by Smith. Offensive rebound off the bottom part of the rim. Another offensive rebound. Too much passing. Not even going to get a shot off, and this game has gone final. Sparty gets the W. 70-64 to final. January, February, Izzo. April. Tom Izzo picks up the W in March. This is the time of year that Michigan State comes alive. Victory today, they've beaten 3 teams in the top 5. Last week against Ohio State and Illinois. This week, take down the number 2 team, Michigan. Watch out for Sparty. As this win, they're not a lock in my opinion yet in the bracket, but they are close. Very, very close. All they have to do, just keep on being themselves what they are right now, winning games. And do that in the Big Ten tournaments. And if they keep on winning games here, they're going to be more safer each and every single day. I'm going to say at least win 1 game in the Big Ten tournament now for Michigan State. They're going to have to at least win 1 game for Michigan State, most likely, if I had to project there. But huge win here. If they had lost this game today, they'd have to probably run the table. But this win, oh man, you cannot get a bigger quality victory than this out in the conference. Unless it's another game like in Illinois or Iowa. What a game here for Sparty. They took it 70-64 in this defense. And nobody's going to want to face this team in March. That is one thing. With this type of defense that showed up today, and Rocket Watts, what he did, this is the Rocket Watts that showed up last season. Last 4 games, averaging 17.5 points per game last year. And he found his way today, scoring 21 off the bench by the Rocket. As this is the time for Michigan State that they come alive. What a bounce back type of season for them, man. Incredible season this. We're going to wrap it up right now. Really appreciate you guys for stopping by. We'll be back in over an hour from now, 8 o'clock Eastern Time, NBA All-Star Game, covering play-by-play for that one, so feel free to stop on by for that game. Before I do sign off, you guys are welcome to join the Behind the Arc Basketball Bracket Challenge group. I just posted a link out in the chat if anybody is interested in joining that. All you have to do, create an ESPN account if you haven't already done so, and then join the Behind the Arc Basketball Bracket Challenge group, and then you're in. Just make sure when you put on your bracket to identify yourself, make sure to sign up by your channel name so I know who's signing up here on the channel. But that's a wrap, everybody. Before I do sign off here, going to thank the 11 channel members out here. We got Jack, Jason, Aaron, Edwin, the sports expert, Warren, Man and Hades, Robert Mays, Someone Ye, Me by Aiden, and A2 the Goat, hashtag GXC. As we get 11 channel members now, if anybody would like to become a channel member, it's as low as $1.99 per month for shoutouts like these at each and every single one of my live streams at the very end for channel members, along with access to special live streams as well that I have calling a non-basketball related sport, usually at least once per month, maybe like a football game, or maybe like a NASCAR race or so, or maybe even a Major League Baseball game in a couple months during the spring or so, as members would have special access to members' live streams, as well as getting a shout out here at the end of each and every single one of my stream. That's a wrap, everybody. Michigan State 70-64 as they become they get their third victory against the top 5 opponent this season for Michigan State. Incredible for them, helping out their bracket cause a ton for this matchup as this game has gone final. I'll be back for the All-Star game in just over an hour. Appreciate you guys for stopping by, and enjoy the rest of your Sunday night as this is Behind Your Basketball. Signing off.